Alright, folks, we are absolutely going to be pissing off some people today. Why is Severance overrated? A question that might be on your mind. If you clicked this video, you want to know. And it's actually quite simple. I have a couple words. First, slow. This TV show is slow as a tortoise racing against a hare. I don't even know, bro. I'll be honest. I'll say it. I watched Severance on 2x speed and it wasn't fast enough. I know that says more about me than it does about the show. I fully recognize that. But I just want to put my opinion out there. I want to, you clicked on this video. I'm going to voice my opinion. It's my channel. For me, it was so fucking slow with Peace and Love. I have watched paint dry faster than Severance. And what do I mean it's slow? Let's just talk about the first season. Okay? Why are we building so much suspense? Right, there's long shots of just an empty hallway, or even like the break room scenes. And bro, I'll go so far as to say the fucking characters. I'm sorry. Why do we have to spend so much time learning about these characters? I could not tell you one trait about Irving, or about the fat guy. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. I could not tell you one thing about Healy, whatever the fuck her name is. Helen Keller. So why do I care about them? If they're just one dimension, bro. And when I say one-dimensional, people are going to go into the comments, they're going to be like, oh my god, what do you mean? Irving had his love affair with Bert, and Healy fell in love with Adam Scott, and Adam Scott fell in love with Healy, and Healy grew to like working at Severance, right? And okay, whatever, bro, whatever. Listen, Severance is not finished. A new episode is coming out today. Okay? There is an opportunity for Ben Stiller, the director of this series, to nullify all of the points that I'm making in this video. But I want you to know that I'm making this video February 21st, 2025, and I will be releasing this today. And I want you to know that I just think it's slow. I just think the first couple of seasons lack character development. And if you feel what I'm saying, like this video, you know what I'm saying? But if you resonate with what I'm saying, maybe wait until the full thing is released. Because that's where I'm at right now. Okay? This is not a thought-provoking sentiment whatsoever. I think a lot of people feel this way, which is this. I kind of want the show to be fully released, and then I can binge it all. I can take it all in, as opposed to waiting week by week. That is not a unique thing to feel. I think a lot of people feel that way. Okay? I fully recognize that. So can you, dear listener, recognize that maybe the storytelling is a little bit slow? Maybe some characters do lack development. No, maybe, bro. I'm sorry. What do we know about? I'm talking about the second season now. What do we know about Adam Scott's stepbrother? He's an author. He wrote a book. He's pretentious. Dude, I'm gonna say it. I think Severance is popular because of the theme and because of the messaging, right? Wanting to fucking dissociate at work, and a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people have emotions towards corporate America, and it's just a very well-timed show. And for that reason, it's overhyped, bruh. And then not only that, dude, if Severance was released all at once, this show would be fucking nowhere near as hyped. Don't get me wrong, people would still, follow this and be a fan of this show. But hear me out for a second. Do you think that it's intentional that Ben Stiller is waiting to release all these episodes? It's almost like he understands the meta. You know what I mean? It's delayed gratification. Ooh, I want to find out what happens next week, so I'm going to tune in. Even if I don't, love it, I still want to find out what happens next week. Whereas, if all of Season 2 was released at once, I don't think as many people would be tuning in. I don't think it would be as popular. So, and then you have to recognize this simple fact. Ben Stiller knows this meta. He is releasing each episode week by week, so this builds hype. And where there is hype, there is overhype. And I'm not trying to be a naysayer. I'm not trying to be a rebel. I'm not trying to... Because don't get me wrong, I like things that are popular. I like Scream. I like Five Nights at Freddy's. I like Nightmare on Elm Street, is what I meant to say. I like things that are popular, okay? I like pop music sometimes, right? Like fucking Dua Lipa slaps, right? But Severance is the most overhyped. I'm trying to think of another adjective, but it's overhyped and drawn out story that I've seen in recent times. Because here's the thing. Where do you find good movies, good TV shows to watch? Well, first of all, my channel. Okay. Where do you find the actual good stuff to watch? You're going to look up, best TV shows of the 2020s. What's popular right now? You're going to go onto Reddit. What's a good TV show that's sci-fi? What's a good thriller TV show for me to watch? So many fucking people are talking about Severance, okay? It's actually crazy. It is completely mind-blowing how I fail to articulate how popular this show is. It is everywhere, okay? So you, please work with me here. Please just be a little bit charitable. You have to recognize that this is an overhyped show. Because it's so hyped. Dude, it could literally be the best. It could be Breaking Bad, okay? Breaking Bad gets so much hype. And I could hear, I hear you. If you tell me that Breaking Bad is overhyped, yeah, probably. Because it gets so much hype. It has so much popularity. You know what I mean? It could be the best. It could literally be the Bible. It could be the written words and work of Christ himself. But it could still be overhyped. And that's just a fact. Because there is this critical acclaimed. There's this critically acclaimed show. And it's just timed super well with people in 2025 being frustrated with society. and it has these deep revolutionary ideas. It isn't that good, and that's what I hope to open your mind up today. Let me sever your brain from the idea that Severance is one of the best TV shows of modern times. It's okay. It's fine. You want to know what's better? Attack on Titan. There, I said it. You want to know what's better? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. There, I said it. 2 different animes. Anime that's better than TV. Okay, let me give you a TV show. In-person TV show. Breaking Bad. Let me give you another one. In-person modern TV show. Twin Peaks TV series. Dude, like Breaking Bad is so good. I've been thinking about Breaking Bad a lot, and I definitely want to rewatch it. But The Sopranos, The Wire, these are all, released in like 2000, so it's, like 15, 20 years old. Brother, that is by no means old as fuck, okay? Let's get fucking real, alright? That is still, Breaking Bad is still a pretty modern, pretty relevant story, okay? If you show a Zoomer, if you show a member of Gen Alpha Breaking Bad, they're not going to say, ew, this is like black and white, this is like a yucky vintage TV show. No, they're going to say, oh, cool. I like this story about a high school teacher selling drugs. That's a cool premise. That's a cool show. And every episode has something interesting in it, except for The Fly. We're not talking about Breaking Bad, though. Let me tell you specifically why Severance is shite. So, take a deep breath with me, okay? Let's just try to be open-minded here. Let's hear each other out. Leave your comments down below, please. I encourage all comments. Negative, hate comments. I love those. I will respond to every single comment. Try to change my mind, okay? I have one word to start off this in-depth review. This in-depth review. Oh my goodness, I'm just getting to the specifics. No. Here's what I want to start off with, if we're really getting into the specifics. Ambiguity. Okay? Once again, this show has not finished yet. Alright? So everything that I say could very well be nullified. I already mentioned that. I hope it is. But the fact is, Season 1 is the most ambiguous piece of television that I've ever seen in my entire life, except for like the last couple seasons of Lost. Bro, I was lost. My mind was lost in the last couple seasons of Lost. Dude, the first season of Severance is the most ambiguous piece of media that I probably have ever consumed in my entire life. There are so many questions. Okay? And I was talking with my brother about this. When I turned on Season 2, started coming out in 2025, I kind of just didn't care. There was the GOAT room, there was like, what are they actually doing in macro data refinement? There was the CEOs. I mean, there's just so many questions about like what this world is, what the hell is, what is going on here across the board. I can't help but feel like you're toying with the idea of mystery for the sake of mystery, rather than offering satisfying, substantial conclusions and insights into the premise. And I can't emphasize this enough. The show hasn't finished yet, but season 1, holy God. Oh my good Lord. Looking at season 1, what is the severance procedure? Okay, dude, we're getting into it. We're getting into the specifics, alright? Oh, dude, no, I didn't want to go this in depth, but I might have to. What the fuck is severing? Okay? What is it? What is it? How does that work? Is it a drug? What? Because, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out for a second. This world is so real. The world of Severance is so realistic that my mind is like in this world, and it's like, wow, this is so similar to our real world, where people like go into work and they fucking dissociate. They put on a mask and they go into work, and then once they leave work, they take off. Like, it's just such a. It's a show that reflects society. It's such a realistic. It is a grounded show, dare I say. It is a grounded show. It takes place on Earth. Severance, you know, they drive cars, they breathe oxygen. It is a grounded show. So why is all the science completely ungrounded? Bro, I'm getting into it, dog. I'm telling you. Let me take a breather. Getting too fired up. Getting way too fired up for a show that hasn't even finished yet. See, I have some self-control, okay? So, please demonstrate self-control in the comments, alright? I want to hear I want to like this show. I say that so much on this channel. I want to like this. But I just don't get it. Maybe I'm autistic. Maybe I just have that special flavor of neurodivergency that doesn't really resonate with the messaging of this show. But the thing is, I liked the first season. I liked it. You know, it was okay. I liked parts of it. It was fine. I recommend, here, I'll go so far as to say I recommend it. But if this is one of your, like, favorite shows, if this is one of your top shows of 2025, you know, I get it. There's not much good shows being released nowadays. But if this is, like, your top shows of all time, I genuinely want to bring you in to be diagnosed. Psychologically, I am concerned for your well-being, and I want you to see a doctor. Best show. This is not one of the best shows of all time. Let's get fucking real. This is not even top 20. Okay, not even top 50. All right. This show is fine. It is C tier, maybe C plus. Because the editing and the style, and you know, it's a pretty looking show. It makes the office environment that is so boring, it keeps it interesting. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Dude, let me just tell you this though. All right. The science fiction theme kind of makes my brain hurt. What is being severed? Do you, like, and then hear me out, what if you just fucking, like, jump out of a window? Do you still, like, have the same effect that the elevator has? And I don't mean to be nitpicky, but the show is so grounded in reality that I can't help but ask these questions. Like, okay, so I put myself in these people's shoes. That's what a good movie does. You sympathize with these characters. So I think about, like, Healy when she tried to fucking, like, hang herself, right? Why doesn't she just, like, jump out a window on the second floor? Why doesn't she just, like, jump into the bushes? Would she still be severed? Does she have to travel through the elevator? What is the elevator? Is it like a bubble in space and time that just gives you amnesia? Like, it just Men in Black? Like, flashes... it just flashes you and then you forget what you were... what you were doing for the last couple hours. Like, I just, because, dude, the show, I can't say this enough, the show is good, it is realistic, but the science is completely unrealistic, and it does take me out. Because I can't help but think about that stuff, man, and that's why I think I might be neurodivergent. So, hey, that's on me. You know what I mean? That's on me. I'll be honest, I did not expect this review to be 20 minutes long, so if you're still here, thank you for still watching. Let's continue. The characters I mentioned, underdeveloped, like the team of Adam Scott. Irving. Gay or not gay? I don't care. What is his character? He's horny? He's old? What? 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 Irving feels like a pawn in the story. Same with Healy. Helly. What the fuck is her name? Healy? Is it Helly? I think it's Helly. Britt Lower is the actress's name. Actor's name, rather. And it just doesn't feel like they're real, you know what I mean? Like, Irving just feels like... For the first season, he was such a cardboard cutout of just this horny guy who wanted to walk over to... What was it, the optics department? Wherever, was it Christopher Walken? Is that the actor's name? You know, he was always trying to, like, see his lover, right? Why do I care? I'm gonna say the thing. I'm gonna say the thing. This should be the tagline of my channel. So what? I do not care about Bert and Irving because I don't care about Bert and Irving individually. They just feel like they're kind of put in this story and they're not fully fleshed out. They're not humans. Credit where credit is due. Adam Scott has some depth to him. But bro, I'm sorry. Like his wife's death, dude, like there's nothing that points to why he's doing the things that he's doing. You know, like his wife's death is always just mentioned, and like is he sad? Is like the reason why he severed his Audi severed, correct me if I'm wrong, is because his outside life is so shitty. His wife died, who was like the you know, and then he found his wife in Severance, and fucking whatever, I don't care. It just feels like why is missing so much, and why is my question. So what is what I ask when I watch a piece of media. I want to consume media and walk away knowing, hey, my life is better because of this. And if you don't consume media that way, that is perfectly fine. This is just how I operate, which is why I think I'm severely autistic, okay? I ask, so what? So what does this matter? Why should I care? And for so many aspects about Severance, I just don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just don't care, okay? So, I mentioned the motivations of Adam Scott. And it feels like his motivations are vague. And because of that, the stakes, I just feel like I don't care. When I watch Severance, I feel like I don't care about the people. I don't really care about, especially in the first, I'm mainly talking about the first season, okay? the the answer to why just completely is lacking. You could ask, why do people do this? Why is she doing it? And there's just no answer. Oh, because it's a mystery show. You'll find out next week. Okay, but like, I'm watching the show right now. You have my attention. And I'm sorry, this is... Bro, we're getting into it. We're getting into it. This is an attention-based economy, okay? We have TikTok. We have YouTube short. We have so much short-form content out there. And the attention span is only decreasing. So why are you stringing me along, Ben Stiller? Why are you stringing the entire population of the world who likes this show along when the question that matters most is why? Answer the question, Ben. Why do I care? Oh, because I want to find out what happens next week. Why? Because the show is interesting. Why is it interesting? Because it's mysterious. Why is it mysterious? Because that's the whole premise. That's the whole fucking show. Why is that the whole show? Because literally, like, mystery is the name of the game in this show. And it just, I mean, I'm not the first person to say it. It is lost coded 1000%. I do not like being strung along for seasons on it. Dude, even a couple episodes. If you string me along for a couple episodes. Dude, because you don't, oh, I don't know why. There are science fiction thriller movies. There's even like Office kind of, you know, there's thriller Office kind of movies and TV shows. Like Office Space or even like Fight Club. That have kind of similar philosophical, kind of similar tones and messages. And they're just better. It's just better media. It tells the story in a better way. And I'm sorry, like, I don't mean to, like, dude, we are getting into it. What is art? Art is storytelling. If you tell a story in a long-winded, mysterious way, and the ending is satisfying, okay, props. You pulled it off. You pulled off the mystery box that Lost was not able to pull off. But simultaneously, if you are just being mysterious for the sake of being mysterious, brother, you have to recognize that your art is not as good as the art that is mysterious and simultaneously is satisfying because it offers insights into the world. Dude, we are getting into it. But it's like the fucking Mona Lisa, okay? The Mona Lisa has that mysterious smile. You know, no one fully understands it. But it's mysterious, and the context of the painting, the colors of the painting, it gives subtle insights that are satisfying, that make you think, okay, maybe the Mona Lisa is happy, but maybe she's, you know, happy about these different things. Maybe she's misguided in her happiness. Like, it's just a deep painting. Severance is not deep whatsoever. Okay? Oh, dude, we're getting... Oh, I'm about to say it. Severance is heavy-handed. Severance is heavy-handed as fuck. The Goat Room is such a prime example of this. And I don't like using heavy-handed as an excuse over and over again, but, like, brother, answer some questions before you start introducing the fucking Goat Room. Like, the pacing is just mystery. Answer some things, okay? And I fully recognize that the second season could be doing this towards the end of the season. The latest episode that was released, for context, is episode 6. I think episode 7 is coming out later today. Literally today, okay? Some of what I'm saying right now could be completely atomized. It could be completely nullified. Dude, we are getting into it, bro. Woo! So, I just don't find that I have stakes in the game when I watch Severance. When I watch The Matrix, I know, completely different movie, but it's kind of similar. You know, Neo is in this office and he's trying to escape the Matrix, right? Kind of similar kind of premise, right? Can we like talk about the political and economic state of the world right now? No, I just mean like we want Neo to win. From the very beginning, we want Neo to win. We put ourselves in his shoes. Neo is the common man. He is the... You know, you could just so easily put yourself in the shoes of Neo, and it's satisfying when, at the end of the movie, he flies away with his superpowers, and his character is fully developed. Like, it is just the perfect character arc. Okay, like that movie is fucking perfect, okay? Severance, I just don't feel like I care about Mark or Healy or Irving. And I struggle. I already said it. It was one of the first things I said. I wish Ben Stiller put this automatically on 2x speed. This shit is so slow paced. The payoff doesn't come quickly enough to justify the slow burn. And even when there are insights, when there are revelations, like for example, Adam Scott's wife, or Healy's revelations in the second season, there are just as many questions, if not more questions, than answers. And so I just keep asking myself, why is it this? Why is it this? Why is it this? And dude, I literally find that I have to like numb my brain. I have to numb the logical, conscious part of my brain that wants to ask questions. And it literally is just like, nope, shut up. Just stuff your face with popcorn. That is how I find enjoyment when I watch Severance. I have to turn off the logical part of my brain. For all of the things that I've talked about so far, the pacing and the character, okay, yada, 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 yada. What else do I have to talk about at this show? Is the tone. The tone is mysterious. It's a thriller. It is philosophical, it's existential, and those themes, you got me. Like any piece of media that has those themes, I'm there. I am there, brother. I love thriller. I love drama. I love dark comedy. I love existentialism. You know, like all of these things in media appeal to me. But some of the darker moments in the show, it feels like kind of like a Marvel movie. Like when the workers are interacting with one another, and dude, like, oh my god, the Perks. I forgot his name. I literally watched Severance last night, and I forgot the fat guy's name. I don't want to call him the fat guy, but I'm sorry. He's so obsessed with these perks. Okay, haha, that's funny. You know, people like that. People are exactly like that in the real world. Haha, funny. I just don't know what to feel. Some of these scenes are funny. Dude, you want to know the best example of tonal inconsistency? I did not know what to feel like during the dance scene. Because for me, I like it, I think of like Black Swan. Kind of mysterious, kind of thriller, like what the fuck is going on here, right? Or even, what's a better mystery? What's a better mystery movie? The Matrix, dude. It's just such a good example for Severance. when I watch The Matrix, there are moments of lightheartedness, but it's not this like undercutting the tone. So I think about like the side characters in The Matrix, like Dozer and Tank. What the fuck are their names, right? And the humor, the lightheartedness comes from the delivery, comes from the character interactions. It feels, you know? And so, yeah, there is still this tone of mystery in The Matrix, but it's like surfing, right? It's like a nice come and go of this tone in The Matrix. It's like, okay, yeah, we're serious now. Okay, now we're getting philosophical, and it's very smooth and it flows very naturally. The fucking dance scene in the first season, I'm sorry, what in God's name? And then, dude, don't get me started on the second season. Woo! What are the balloons? I don't, the first episode, what's with the balloons? Hey, you want to know another tonal inconsistency? What's with that little Asian girl? Is that just funny? Cause it's a girl? It's a little girl? Like, what? What? Huh? Okay, so that's a little nitpicky. I won't lie. But for me, it just, when I watch this show, it feels like the tones can fucking switch on a dial. Dude, okay, especially like when Healy tried to hang herself. That is probably the most shocking part of the first season, right? Like, that is not a fun image. That is disturbing as fuck, okay? In the same season, which, keep in mind, a season is basically like a long movie with credits and with, you know, with intros and last time on Severance. But it's basically like a long movie. What kind of fucking movie has someone trying to kill themselves and then like a goddamn dance scene? You know what I'm trying to say? And so episode by episode, individual episodes, yeah, the tones are pretty consistent. But when you look at the whole thing, it's like, what is this show? Sometimes it's kind of funny, but sometimes it's like horrific. Like Jesus Christ. Killing, like, I'm sorry, but like killing yourself, that is such a brutal, horrific, disturbing depiction to have. And then, dude, if this was like a 6-hour long movie, imagine in the first hour, this person tries to kill herself. Oh, but then in the last hour, there's a dance party. I thought this was a serious show. Like what? It just feels like it's kind of like a Marvel movie where it's like these serious themes. And I wish this shit was more serious, man. I'm sorry, I won't get loud, but like I like it when the show takes itself seriously, and it does for the most part. But just keep it real. If Healy tried to kill herself, man, that's gonna impact the vibe of the workplace. But nope, everyone's just chipper. The fat Mexican Latino man is still looking forward to his perks, and there's still this like overly chipper dialogue between the workers. Bitch, someone tried to fucking kill herself in the office space, and we're all just gonna... And maybe that's the point? Maybe that's the point, is that they ignore it, and they just kind of like move on, and they're overly chipper with it? If that's the point, then do it like that. That's fine. But it's the tone, it's the way that it's said. It's the way that it's executed. It just misses for me. Dude, we are getting into it. I had no idea this was going to be 40 minutes long. I was ready for this to be like a quick little 15, 20-minute review. But I just have a couple more points. And if you made it this far, thank you for hearing me out. Please leave your comments down below. Let's have a conversation, okay? Especially if a lot of these points in the future are brought up, if a lot of these questions that I have are solved, if the show flops, if the show does even better fucking somehow, which that's also another thing, is the overhype that I mentioned. I'm sorry, but like the only way to go from here is down. It's not like the show could get any bigger. I mean, I'm sure it could. Let's have a Severance movie, man. Severance the movie. Please God. Dude, I would not be surprised if that's already a thing in the making. But that would be one way to make the story that would be evidence that this thing is still growing. It has space to grow. It has space to grow in the public zeitgeist. So, let's talk about philosophy. If you made it this far through the video, then mad props to you, because we're about to get to the boring stuff. So, alright. We already talked about how the science, you need to explain the science, man. I am trying to wrap my brain around how the amnesia works. What is the severance procedure? What the fuck is going on, bro? It's like we're living, like, you know, they're driving regular cars. They're driving Honda Civics from 2020. So what technology? Are they taking a drug? What was invented that allows severance to be a thing? Because this is so grounded in reality, okay? Let's talk about that philosophy. We're talking about work-life balance, existential dread, and drama, and Adam Scott's wife dying, Healy fucking killing herself in the office space. Like these, woo! You could not get in a piece of media about an office setting. You couldn't get darker. You know what I mean? You couldn't get any deeper philosophically. That is it. Is the corporate overlords and corporate control and losing your identity in your work. Like, that is it, bro. You are spot on. You have hit all the nails. You have hit all the beats, okay? And I just want to say this. Just because you mention these philosophical ideas, just because your show just because your media touches upon these ideas, doesn't mean that it's actually, like, properly addressing or, like, fully expanding the ideas themselves. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so, like, The Matrix. Neo wakes up in this pod and he looks around and he sees pods and pods and pods of human beings just being brainwashed. That is horrifying. Like that is completely hitting the theme, the philosophical tone, and ideas that you want to hit on the head. The Wachowskis completely nailed it, okay? But the ideas of autonomy and corporate overlords is just mentioned. So what do I mean? Is like the CEOs, the board of directors, dude, especially in the first season, it is so underdeveloped. Just like, and then my points are compounding on one another at this point in time, is that you spend so much fucking time building suspense, building tension, aka having a slow-paced ass episode that doesn't even fully give you answers. It's just slow for the sake of being slow and for building suspense. That's stupid. There should be a payoff. How about you spend more time delving into the whys, the hows, as opposed to, you know what I'm saying? Like, God, dude. correct me if I'm wrong, but there's just a complete lack of philosophical development when we talk about autonomy. The rat race is a huge theme in this show. I want to learn more about that. Don't tell me about, bro, like how many scenes in the first season was Irving trying to get his dick sucked by Bert? You know what I'm saying? And then, oh god, the romance between Healy and Adam Scott is, like, this is just out of the blue. This thought just came to me. The romance is completely predictable. I'm sorry, but, like, if you didn't see that shit coming from the very first fucking episode, you might need to get your brain checked. Like, admittedly, it's not completely obvious from the first episode that they want to touch butts. But, you know, hey, you got Healy's this new worker. Adam Scott has been there for a while. It's just like it's classic, man. You know, it feels like fucking Jim and Pam, bro. It feels like The Office, dog. Okay? Derivative is the word that comes to mind. It's just like I've seen this romance blossom before, and it's not anything groundbreaking or mind-blowing. It's just this romance that takes place in this mysterious sci-fi existential drama kind of show. And I think the romance pulls in some of the girlies, and the sci-fi pulls in some of the bros. But for me, dude, as a non-binary individual, I'm not. But, like, fucking... Here's what I want you to do, Ben Stiller. Expand what is already existing in the show. Stop, like, please, for God's sake, stop adding new shit. Stop it. This is not like a 4 or 5 season long show. It's a 2 season long show. Maybe 3 season. Let's start wrapping it up, dog. And dear God, the pacing is just such a problem for me, man. It really is. Like, that's probably my main thing, is like, a lot of these problems stem from the pacing. Or maybe, I just don't know, like, does Ben Stiller genuinely not know where to take this story, and that's why he's taking his time? Or is there a plan? There's just such a lack of substance and clarity when it comes to watching Severance. Dude, bro, I'm about to say it, and this is probably going to be one of my last points that I make in this video. Watching Severance is like getting fucking blue-balled, man. Like, actually, it is. I want to watch a satisfying TV show. Everyone says, oh, this is so good, man. You gotta watch Severance. And when I turn it on, I am literally just sitting there asking, like, what is happening? Why is this happening? What is going on? And don't get me wrong, like, the first season was cool, and then, like, the second season, they had, like, the revolution or whatever. Okay, so there was some character development. Answer the questions, though, Ben. Answer my questions. What the fuck is going on at Severance? What? Huh? And then, dystopian is the genre, right? There's just better dystopian stuff out there, man. You know. But I think the timing is just perfect. It is like lightning in a bottle. You got the right people, you got the right audience, you got the right director, the right audience, I already said that, the right actors. Oh my god, dude, the social commentary is so on the nose sometimes. Like, I remember the first season. Adam Scott was going out with that with his girlfriend, the black girl, and she was like, when you're severed, like you don't feel that you don't want to know what's going on. Like, it just, oh my god, bro, it just feels like the writing sometimes the writing is good. The writing is just like the producers or the director trying to simplify the questions in the audience's mind by having a character say it to the main character. Right? So this is literally like the black girl saying to her boyfriend, isn't that like kind of fucked up that you sever yourself? Like, don't you want to know what's going on? Brother, I have asked that question to myself. I don't need the character to say that. And there's so much that can be applied to the series that bro, honestly, there's a new episode coming out today. Who fucking knows? Who knows if I'm going to check it out, dude? I'll tell you what, though. If I do watch it, I'm watching this on 2x speed. Shamelessly. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, leave a like and leave a comment. Let me know what you liked about this review, what you didn't like about this review. I am genuinely curious, and I want to hear your opinions. I will treat you with respect in the comments. I don't really give a shit if you don't treat me with respect in the comments. I genuinely just want to have a conversation about Severance because it is so fucking popular. And yeah, I guess I'm just a hater. So, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.